Okay, I'm just wondering how, I got deceived by Michael. Oh, let me think about it. Oh. Well, Michael Joseph Blanco did take my dad on Thanksgiving with Jim Michael and then give me to Tupac, who's already mad about the jail and the AIDS thing. Okay. So he had revenge and vengeance, and he already hated me because he's basically like Lilith and, not the dragon in a body. So over 17 years, he opened and closed doors. That's why I always was like the suicide doer doing magic with her tablet and her little hands. So I already had all this shit. Everybody already let me go. Jim Carrey, Michael Jackson, Ed Sheeran, the Mexican dad. Steve was gone. Okay, so he could do whatever he wanted. Shake me, thinking it was God. Miracles, dreams, usually getting me away from my dad with the grape and the gun and all that. Then he was my dad a little bit, and then just talking about pandas and Ross and ran over a dog and brain cancer. He already knew what he was going to do. He could do whatever he wanted. He already had the little suicide doer on his side. Okay. Got you. And then I was supposed to take the house. That was my way out of Portland, but I'm stupid thinking I should be in Satan's territory helping people. And then I wasn't greedy, and then my dad kept saying he didn't have the package. So I didn't take the house. Then I was dumb enough to look up Mary Madeline videos every single day because I knew it was Mary Madeline. And of course his pops up over and over and over and over and over again. And then I see, they can say what they will. The Mexican one, which I'm like, oh my god, there's Marcos, there's my dad, I'm in love. And then I just stupidly continued to watch these videos for 2.5 years while being with Judith, who's doing magic and demons, and I'm getting attacked by all of Portland, and my dad hates me for the mistakes I made. And then I'm trying to find Satan in him. Okay. Then he does a bunch of miracles, gets me drunk in the spirit, does this, that, and the third, doesn't come to me for 2 years. Waits until I make one mistake, waits until Jacob acts like I broke a promise, or like I was an adulterous woman, or did anything, even though I asked him for 2 years to be with me, and he rejected me. Then I asked him permission, and he said yes. Then that's when he starts doing all the miracles and getting me drunk in the spirit and all that crap. And I just keep watching the videos like an idiot, and he's just doing a bunch of shit through the video and magic and demons, and I'm believing him because he's just talking, praise the Lord, I love God, I love God. And when I look back on it, and all of it's like half truth, half lie, honestly. Okay. So I'm getting sicker and sicker by just watching the videos while I'm believing it more and more and more, and I'm just in love because it's usually it's the pure Michael that's saying this shit. Okay, and then he waits for my dad to go to New Mexico. Then all of a sudden, after like a year with Judith, when I'm magicked up and just completely sick, and he's gloating about it. Oh, she's Irish. Just gloating about anything Irish, because that's who my other half usually is. Then I know he's familiar, because I know he used to be Marcos and my dad and David Hernandez. So I'm just like, oh my god, it's familiar. It's comfortable. And I'm waking up, but not really. I'm still confused. But I'm just in love because I think he loves God. Then I end up going to him in Ashland, and it's already set up as Tupac to destroy me, and then John Michael and Marcos and everybody else, all the pure ones, make that decision. But if you see at the pure Michael's videos, he already puts a belt in front of the camera and all this shit. He already is like, I'm done with you, I don't want you, I want another one. Somebody smart, somebody with a different mind, because he's all about intellect. Okay. Then I get there, and he already has, like, buy people things, get many friends, and he has all the alcohol ready. He already knows outside of time. He starts playing MLK. Yeah, that song. We slapped him here. We slapped him there. Already gloating, talking about. He already knows he has in the bag. So he's outside of time. Sarah's talking about domestic abuse. All their pretend victim stories. The slap song. Talking about Denny. Talking about Seattle Airport. It's already known. He's just sent by Marcos to destroy me. Marcos is there a bit, and I ask him to get demons, and he sends my soul to hell. Then he has no money, and he has nowhere to go, and nobody will take him, and I'm stupid enough. I take him back to Portland. Biggest mistake of my life. Idiotic of me. Idiotic of me. Idiotic of me. Then I take him there, and then he starts just doing dance moves and isolating me, and then using all of his celebrities. And all these movies that bring him and like the angels, like make him think that they're buddies. And while doing dance moves and taking absolutely every single thing spiritually. Everything. Well, continually convinced me to drink and smoke, and he gets 7 times platinum all the time. I wonder why. Controls me, isolates me. Nobody's waking me up. Anytime anybody comes near us, he uses the excuse, no. They're dark. No, you can't absorb their stuff. No. So just completely isolating me. Completely. He doesn't even let me talk to my dad, and I'm like, that's not going to happen. So the only person I'm talking to is my dad, not knowing that he's drinking and I'm drinking and we miss each other. And then grandma says, you can't move here because your dog barks at a cat, so I have nowhere to go. And I try to save money, but he spends $30 a day on stupid alcohol, so I have no money to save. Then I get the money that I saved for an adoption, and then he spends it all. He doesn't want to leave, so then he's just blaming me like I caused this world and I caused Satan, putting out all of his lion anger out on me. Well, he knows everybody's watching like a TV show, so he's doing like the Buddha thing, making me look good, bad, making himself look good, raising himself up, acting like I did nothing, acting like he did something, like he wasn't Hitler himself. Then we're obviously in his territory, so everybody's on his side, and everyone's attacking me. And then you have the witches, Jezebel and Lilith, his queens, jealous. Then the little time he was my dad, he's pissed off because I didn't take the house and ruined his little whatever, but he already knew outside time what I was going to do. Okay. He already got Joe Michael, everybody on his side. Even my brother Josiah calls the moment I meet him. He hasn't called me in 2 years, so there's his cup rep with his cell phone going beep, 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 beep. I already lost the big votes. My grandpa, my dad's ready to die, my mom, Miguel. Everybody's already doesn't like me because I'm shaming them because I'm awake. My grandma's already done enough staring out the window. Jude's done enough magic. Kyle Ball's gone behind my head enough. Who knows what else has happened and gone through. I mean, you just see the couch of them spending 3 days to just bring me a couch that's magicked up in demons, so now my whole family's already against me. They're like, yeah, get rid of her. Saying loves that. That's why he'd always talk about Sarah's couch and my couch. He loved that. He gets a pleasure out of you losing shit. Okay. The whole time, I'm making up every excuse for him. Because I'm like, who is this Michael? He's just getting angry and yelling at me and treating me like shit. Not knowing. I don't have the Issachar anointing until the end. Not knowing. I'm like, this isn't God's voice. Not knowing. Making up every excuse in the book. Well, maybe it is an environment. Maybe it is war mode. Maybe he does need a heal. Maybe he does need a drink. Because I'm just love, and I'm thinking about the old Michaels, the videos I did watched for 2 years, but that isn't the Michael. It's Marco sending Tupac to destroy me, as well as Sandra Bullock, Lilith herself. Okay. Everybody's watching it. Everyone's acting like I'm doing anything when I'm really genuinely just sitting there, giving him sex, giving him money, and him just yelling at me. Acting like he was a leader as Tupac, as Hitler. Raising up, talking about his celebrities, Bruce Lee, and then at the same time working on my strongholds. Ooh, finger pointed to the moon. Just continually. Everybody's watching it. No privacy at all. Everyone's on his side because, he's cool, and then he has all these memories, and he's intellectual. Then he ends up not liking me because I'm not like Good Will Hunting, and I'm not smart, and that's all he cares about. It's a smart woman. Then right away he makes a decision, continue looking at my dog whenever he's drunk. I want Jezebel, I don't want you. Because he's addicted to sex. And he usually had Jezebel because you know who he is. Hello. The dragon. Enter the dragon. And so my dad continues to be like, nope, the house isn't ready, the house isn't ready, the house isn't ready, the house isn't ready. And you have to understand, like, the hot tub that he did as David already went through. Kyle Ball already gave me flowers, already divorced me. Judith already did the suicide, already divorced me. Jim Carrey and Michael Jackson's already on my mom's side, as well as Josiah and Joe Michael, and everybody is on Jezebel's side, / Lilith. And I just wanted to be in love and bring him to my dad. Okay. Doing everything to get him better, getting him hotels, getting him a car, getting him everything, and of course all he cares about is the car. That's my car, that's mine. Jealous of anything I have. Don't confuse it. Anytime we go into public, he's always a dominant alpha male, so everybody bows down to him or calls him Jesus. I'm okay. Everybody's okay with it. They're like, yeah, we're good. Do your thing. Nobody comes and saves me. Even Aaron, who is at the campground, just cares about being cool. He was Chris Korn, just like with Kevin Laughlin. He just loves being cool with him. Because he's gangster and he's smart. Okay. Then one night he cuts my wings, takes my heart, takes my armor, takes my hedge. Then my dad dies. Me and he dies. So then he's gone for good. And after I come back from the hospital, my dad's death. Everyone's just talking about suicide. And let's get shoestrings from Walmart. Jessica's Jezebel. She's already raised up. Then he uses the whole sock put around the world, quickly puts that around the world to have an excuse to be able to torture the living shit out of me. Starts scalers. Now I'm in pain. Admits it a couple times, like you're dying of cancer, this, that, and the third. Angry at me. I'm doing nothing but literally trying to get him out of Portland. He says no, he says no, and he says no. I get tired and I end up just getting him in the apartment, and thank God right away we get a place for him. Then I separate, then here comes Barry. He locks it in. Right away, calls me Jezebel. Then I go back to Michael, and then he gives me about a month before he's like done. And now here comes Aaron. Now the real Michael's done. Now it's done. Now Mark of the Beast, no heart, no armor, no head. She opened the thoughts. I don't know how long the thoughts have been open at this point. I don't have my only way out, which was my dad. I messed up that plan by not taking the house and not going to New Mexico and just sleeping in the garage. Just wanting to be in love. Well, the whole time since Portland, actually since I met him in Ashland, all he wanted was Sarah, Jezebel. That's all he ever wanted. So he has to destroy me through dance moves, putting demons in me and rewriting my story to take everything in me. And then he knows once he gets Aaron's vote, he can do whatever he wants. So he's just torturing the mind while angels try to save me. But they don't know that Jonah outside my window already said, no, we're going to replace her. How would they know? He does that with demons. And he can't look like, no, I'm just going to say and have her. So then I do everything wrong you could do. I preach, I join a church, I socialize a lot. So I lose a shitload of votes that way. Just trying to get closer to God. And you know, he sends the most important ones right away. John, Lolo, the Mexican, Deborah. And then here comes Barry to lock it in after the African and Marcos and Shamar and all of them say no. He already has everything planned, the elevator, everything. He already knows what Marco's going to do. Can you imagine? Oh, shit. Then every time I go there, he's taking more things for dance moves. Always, every day, has to drink. His plan is not just to drink, because he's stressed. It's to get demons in me. Isolating me, controlling me, and then making me lose votes on YouTube. Just specific YouTube videos. Well, I'm going insane, so unhappy. Using every dollar I have, so I don't even have money to leave. Making me just spread my legs like his whore. Making himself, of course, look good. I just get sicker and sicker and sicker, and then I eventually I'm like, I can't take this anymore. I leave. He has all of his demons attack me. Every single one. He's already in vengeance revenge mode. He already made his decision a long time ago. He wants Jezebel. So he's just getting me sicker and sicker. Who knows what he does when I'm asleep? Who knows? He has so much power at this point. Everybody's just like, let me go. They're like, yeah, don't care. Aaron already put the P on the ark, got the approval of the Mexican with the Mexican sandwich to his son. Kevin Hart, Michael's dad, is already like, yeah, no problem. Already best friends with my dad, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. So then I try to get free, and then every place I live, whether it's in my car, whether it's in a tent, whether it's in a shed, whether it's in a basement, whether it's in a couch, whether it's in a place, whether it's in my own place, I'm just getting attacked. I'm losing votes to every YouTube, every TikTok. I turn on the radio, to TV, to a movie, to a mile radius. I'm not getting better no matter how much I fast. Read, pray, join a church, Bible study, go to church. Nothing is working. The mind is getting sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. And then I'm stupid just being like, I am so confused. How does tattoos change from this to that? Remember, I only had the Ishkar Norgene for about a month before I got the Mark of the Beast. So now I'm just filled with the spirit of confusion and lack of discernment. Have no idea. I only get it at the end once I've been through enough experience and nobody could gaslight me. And then the whole time Michael's just gaslighting me. Oh no, I'm not saying no, I didn't give you the Mark of the Beast. No, you're saying no, you don't have technology on you. No, this, that. And I'm so confused at this point because I already saw demons outside of his door calling him God. Then people are calling him Jesus. And it looks like angels are trying to save me. And then some of them mumble in their breath. That's not even God. Or all he does is make videos. So I'm hella confused. Every social interaction, I don't have to have sex with them. Just they come up to me and usually use my dog. Is a vote. Is a ritual. Is a belt on the table. Is a blueberry. Is an omelet. Is a full throttle. Every single one. I'm not understanding these rituals at this point. And I'm just basically socializing to get any sense of any understanding or any help or any social interaction, because I've been so isolated for so long that I just miss socializing with the kids. But every single thing is a vote. And little do I know, I'm in this little voting competition with Jezebel. Well, and her witches are just gang stalking me. Absolutely. No matter if I go to Lake Oswego, Tigard, Hillsborough, Beaverton, they're there. And all the guys are just wanting to get rid of me because they want to be cool with Tupac. And they want the witches. And then because after he got Aaron's approval, here comes the Elvis movie, here comes the Bob Marley movie, here comes the Billy Kid TV series, here comes Tupac's murderer, exposed. You just see it. Here comes Messi, here comes all of his celebrities. So now everyone's like, oh my god, he's so cool. He is just the coolest thing. Well, at the same time, he's continually putting Paw Patrol everywhere. He's putting the slap put around the world. He's putting the Johnny Depp case because he already sees outside time what the other version of him is going to do. So then he shames me when I come out with the domestic abuse. So then he can just say he's Johnny Depp. My dad, Steve, is like looking for me. You see it whenever Michael sees a commercial and it's like, I will find you. And when I find you, Michael muffled in his breath, oh, you'll never find her. So my dad's just trying to find me, and this marbles in a bag continually. He doesn't know where the hell I am or where they kidnapped me to or what's going on. Michael's watching my every move with familiar spirits and demons. He knows everything. They just tell it to their little King Satan. So then he's just making videos. Like once I lost my dad, my only way out at the hotel, him turning me blind, giving me monkeypox. He was Greg. I'm literally going insane. And my dad hears my thoughts, and then he's like, yeah, no. And then that's when they started, I'm done with your thoughts, you're going to hell. And then everyone's like, oh my god. I just knew that day it was done. And then Michael makes a video, ever been to hell? So he knows everything. He's watching everything like a 66666 psychopath. So then I go back to the apartment, and then Barry draws the picture. He has all the votes he needs. My husband gives me to Greg. Yeah, you can have her. She doesn't sing or dance. Then I run for my life. They're surrounding my car. They're surrounding me at the park. They're surrounding me everywhere. They're doing rituals with like little teeny UFOs. No joke. Trees are disappearing in front of my eyes. Everybody's just attacking me left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. Everybody's like, Satan's team is just going crazy because I don't know what the hell I did. Because they want Jezebel as their queen. And they have the full authority from the Mexican Aaron to do that. So I just beat attacked. No matter what. I can't get my mind right. No matter what. I'm losing thoughts. I'm losing votes because of my thoughts. I'm in pain. Now my dog is in pain, crying. I have no support. I have nobody there. The only one is Jim Michael. Then I eventually ask him, which is the stupidest thing, can you help me? He gives me his apartment, of course. He has a Lake of Fire picture. Everything. He even has a magic basket my dad would always talk about. It's right, of course, in the middle of the worst place you could ever be. Ever. Everyone's attacking me. I can't even go out for a second or do absolutely anything. Any angel that comes to me automatically judges me on my thoughts. I lose probably the biggest vote, the African, when I'm going on YouTube. And he's like, oh, hi, Mary. Yep, no, Lake of Fire, Lake of Fire, Lake of Fire. Yeah, anyways, I don't even care. So anyway, anybody who does tarot cards, you're going to hell. That, like, doesn't even give a shit. But it was, like, so authoritative. But, like, you just know that was God. I don't know if that's Kevin Hart or Samuel Harris. Or Buddha, I have no idea, but that African, like, he has that much power where he just had to say it 3 times and you can just tell. And then he's like, oh, my neck. Yep, it's done. Technology. Anyways, like, it's done. It's done. So now after that, everybody's just angry at me, giving me the evil eye, protecting Satan. All the guys are like, yeah, we don't want her. We want Jezebel. Because now they've all been just like, they've just been trained by Michael strippers. Lingerie. What panties are you wearing? Get on that pole. So now all the guys are like, yeah, actually, we do like that. We do like that. We don't want just like a stupid little girl who's homeless and goes preaches and reads her Bible and doesn't open her legs. Then most of the Jezebels and Liliths are like married to these guys, besties with these guys, having sex with these guys, and so of course they're influencing. Ew, like why are you gonna help her? Ew, listen to her thought. Ew. So of course these guys are so socially influenced by these girls with big tits and big ass that they're just like, yeah, you're right. Well, I'm having to continually hear about the suicide, like that guy who got killed by that cop, and it put it on his neck, and then he goes, Mom, help me. So I'm just getting blamed not only for the suicide, but like correlating it with necks and little scenarios. Do you see how deep it went? I can't even tell you how deep it went. Well, at the same time, just everybody's pissed because they can't do World War III. They're pissed that Donald Trump is in charge. They're just pissed they can't do their little like freaking reset. So everybody's pissed, and they're just taking it out on me. Michael's just a piss lion because he can't no longer have pizza and ice cream, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. But now he's just having a great time just torturing the living shit out of me. And then every angel that comes has no idea what I've gone through at all. They just come, hear my thoughts, say no, and then Jezebel smiles. This has been a living nightmare. Well, I'm like grieving my dad. I'm in pain. I have no support. Everybody in my family is satanic. All of my friends are in California or I lost their number. I have nobody except a dog that just barks every second that somebody attacks me and cannot stand evil. That's all I have. And she's dying in pain. I'm dying in pain. No, nobody's helping me. Nobody gives a living shit. Nobody. At all. I'm just like, why the hell are you doing this to me? And then, of course, then I move into an apartment, and that's, the cover-up. I got you an apartment, so you can stay at Seattle Airport. I'm doing everything, reading, praying, not eating, everything that the real Michael taught me. Getting absolutely nowhere, getting sicker. Kevin Hart's doing light on a wall, acting like I have a chance. Of course I don't. Everything's already in place. I already have the mark of the beast. Everything's already gone through. So many rituals. Michael's basically acting like I'm a whore. Oh my gosh, she watches the guy. Next to trash. The Billy Graham is so strict. But not with the witch. She could fuck 16 guys while they're married and he's good. She's already lost the compassion, Michael. Like a month in at Vancouver. He's already crying and sad, and then here comes Marcos to complete with the ritual. Then Aaron just has to do this little pretend, aww, and then gets it done. Doesn't have to do 2 heating cooling trucks, but at this point has the approval of the Mexican and everybody that he can do whatever the hell he wants. So then everybody's blaming me for this simulation and the World War III and pain and hell, and everybody's just attacking me. Like their goal is just take her to hell so we can raise up Jezebel. That's it. Just like an innocent woman while God just watches. And he don't even care. He's like, whatever. Everyone's already on Michael's side. Acting like I literally did anything. But then it acts like I did something with a slap put around the worlds. That my dad has just been preparing. He'd always play that little slap game. Let's play slaps with a little smile. He knew everything. He knew everything since I was 10 years old. Is when they officially let me go. That's when the zap on the hand came. That's when they started talking about rocks and brain cancer and ran over dogs and not liking black people. And that's literally when it happened. By age 10, I lost Michael Jackson, Jim Carrey, Ed Sheeran, and the Mexican dad by age 10. All by age 10. This is planned. And then you just kept me here. No wonder I couldn't commit suicide the 20 times I tried. Even the doctor was like, I don't even know how you didn't die. I'm doing everything. I'm going to counselors. I think I'm crazy. Everyone's taking me to psych wards. I don't know what the hell's going on. Because, of course, I wake up after David Heat does a hot tub out of his jealousy of me going back to David Hernandez. David Hernandez already has authority. His brother, who I was supposed to be with, Miguel, is already like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. So he's already talking about rock bottom and elevators, and he's Marcos. He comes right when I get away from my dad, of course. Sets up the suicide, puts the rocks at the door, gives me a Tupac. So Michael already had authority. My dad got all of his anger, revenge, and vengeance on me. He has all the family on his side because all he has to do is talk about the rape of the stupid little vision, dream, lie, psychopathic, whatever the hell that was. I'm able to distinguish it now, but imagine being a little baby and you're like, oh my god, that happened. And you have no idea what's reality from literally what's a lie. Okay, this is when Tupac had control of me already, so, he could do whatever he wants. And the position was to get me away from my dad. So my dad pretended his death was his big stomach and all that jazz. So then I just run away from my life. I can't go anywhere, so I keep going back to Michael because I'm like, damn it. I'm like, okay, sometimes I'd be awake. Yep, he did give me the mark of the beast. Yep, he is Satan. Yep, I'm screwed. I have nowhere to run. But then I would stay there and lose a bunch of votes on YouTube. And then all of his apartment complex were demons. And he didn't love me. He just loved me using my TV show, using my energy, stealing my shit, taking my attention, taking my money, and taking my sex. That's it. I was basically like a prostitute for Satan. That was it. That was literally it. Well, I'm absolutely miserable. And then we just had to go through this sick voting process to make it just, right? Well, I'm getting blamed. Well, I'm like, dude, I'm the innocent one here. But I have no grace upon me. Nobody wants me. The guys are always like, oh, well, like, yeah, we like Michael. He's cool. We like the witches. They give sex and they're pretty. We don't really care about you. So I'm just like chopped liver. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares what I gave up for 2 decades. No, they just focus on just like 3 mistakes I made. So Insane does a job of game stalking and shaming me across the road on media. And then Aaron and they just cover up their tracks and then look good by saying angels. Oh my god. Been watching my life like a TV show. And then Michael, here's this love song, baby. I love you. I love you. Oh, my sweetheart. So everyone thinks he's like Mr. Romantic Poetry. Like he's just so good. When in reality, no. So he knows what he's doing. He's waiting for me to get all these votes. He knows he'll get it regardless. I said that he plays YouTube all day, or I leave. He knows it's done. He knows it's in the bag. So he's just using me for money and sex and attention at this point to make himself look good. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. I have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere. Just praying all day, not eating, doing everything I can while trying to make sure Mama Bear has 17 hours a week at the damn park. Making her life happy while I know she's in pain, while taking her to get all of her treats, making sure she's happy. But then that causes attention. Now I'm losing more votes. Oh my god, how much more can you torture a woman? And then not only that, pain has been accumulated. Okay, let's add needles, let's add this, let's add that. And then Michael could only get that through if real angels say so. So then every time I go back, he'll get drunk. Add this in hell, add that in hell, add this in hell, add that in hell, add this in hell. Falling out of love, or he was never in love with me. Falling out of like with me because my mind's getting darker. My body is just not the same because they're disapproving. Ruin her looks. Do this, do this, do that, do this, do this, do that. Haley broke up with me, not like she did a long time ago. Just everybody, all my husbands are just breaking up with me. The shame pebbles are accumulating. The pain and me unable to even do anything except lie in the bed. So now I look like a lazy piece of log shit who doesn't do anything. And all the guys are like, oh yeah, she doesn't do anything anyways. It's a popularity contest. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Michael's boss. He's cool. I look like just a loser. I'm like, I can't believe a god of love did this to me. I just can't believe, And then Barry has this watch Love and Thunder, and it's about the good girl dying of cancer and the witch taking over. So he already manifested it. He manifested it the moment I went to his apartment. He just stares at the wall for like 30 minutes. Then covers up, pretends to be angry at Chuck. Pretends that he has to go to the hospital. I walk in, it's somebody being hung. He already had it in the bag. So it's always Jezebel. That's love, right? Barry was Heath. He was Craig, he was Chris Korn, he was David Fox, he was all of them. I had to be part of his ass. Lucky me, huh? Well, my grandma was like, are you hot, Heatha? Are you cold, Heatha? Are you hot, Heatha? Are you cold, Heatha? Just gloating. Are you dizzy, Heatha? Just pretending to have everything that she knows is going to happen. I have Alzheimer's. I have migraines. I'm dizzy. I can't hear one ear. You know how this game is. Well, Joe Michael's like, yeah, Grandma, we'll let all that go through. You can torture her soon. Just a little bit longer. And I'm stupid and leave to New Mexico because everyone's threatening to shoot me because after Felix went behind my head after he got the Mexican Justice Johnny Depp and MLK's vote, he has the A-OK to do whatever he wants. And the real MLK has so much power. Oh my God. I think he was my God because he's all talking about Sarah and Jonah or Judah, our children. It was legit after that vote. It was done. Now Phyllis comes behind my head. Now I have the N-word in my head. Now all the Africans are just like, bitch, we know where you live. We're going to shoot you. So now I'm scared. I'm like, I have a daughter to take care of. I just got this apartment. Nothing's working to help my thoughts. Now he locked it in. You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, maybe. And then Grandma now says, yeah, you could come over, Heatha. I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll get help. At least it's not highly populated. At least, maybe. Biggest mistake I could make, not knowing Joe Michael is my husband. He says no. Then all of them attack me. Grandma's like, I just want that house. John and Joe Michael are like, yeah, when she's gone, all we get is $3,000 a month. They care about money and houses and just want to attack me. Grandma's there just doing 18 heaters. She gives me saggy boobs, a big stomach, does all this shit to my body. Joe Michael just watches. She brings her demon right after John Michael makes a decision to make sure he did. Yeah, choking and no water. Joe Michael, did you hear that? Yes, Grandma. You'll be able to go down there soon. You're so excited. I'm just understanding this all. He leaves pictures on the table so I could look at them while I'm crying and then realize after I did that's going to be on the projector screen. They're just accumulating the pain. I'm in the garage while Kevin Hart just puts stupid light on the wall. And they're like, yeah, so you're taking her house? And Michael's like, oh, yeah. And I hear them for like 20 seconds. I don't need to spy. God let me hear. And then they start talking in Spanish. So I'm like, okay, I can hear caliente. I know what you're talking about. Yes, Diablo. I'm not, like, they think I don't know any Spanish at all. Calor. Okay, 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 okay. So now I leave, and now it's set. Now Aaron comes, it's just some magic, hands me some mushrooms, throws a sword down, and I'm like, okay, so no wonder Michael called everybody John. Now I run for my life. Now I'm stupid as shit, and I don't go to Michael's, and I go be homeless. So now I'm wide open. And now I'm losing at least 160 to 60 votes a day. Whether I go sit at Panera Bread, whether I go to that park, no matter where, especially Beaverton was my dad's territory, everybody literally hates my guts. I can't escape it. And now I don't have my car. I don't have anything. But good thing, because I know they wanted me to get in a car accident. And now, once the weather gets bad, I'm just like, I need to get Mama a place. So now let the games begin. So now every one of them is either angels, top angels, or it's an angel with a damn ass demon who's just doing magic and getting me sicker while the angel just says no. Then we have to go through the ritual to ritual to ritual to ritual to ritual to ritual to ritual. I get sicker, 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 in pain, sicker, 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 sicker. While Michael's just making videos. I love my baby. Kingdom marriages. Aaron, I don't know how many times I saw him, or Big Huda. What did you say? You're going to hell. My Mexican's just rolling his eyes, looking at me in disgust. Nobody will help me. Nobody will zip up the mind. Everybody's on Michael and Jezebel and Lil's side. Because they're boss, they're popular, they're cool, they're sexy. Who am I? I'm just like a nerd who just wants to save souls and has a heart. But now just like plastered with shame and pain. So now I look lazy. Now, like, I look like a loser, because how dare I deal with Satan and try to get him out of war mode. Now I look like the bad daughter. She didn't take that house, her dad's so good. Oh my god, her dog's even evil. Oh, the suicide. Oh, her husband's not going to save her. She basically murdered him. She put that belt around him. Oh my god. Well, Marcos, nobody's helping me. Nobody. The only time I see Marcos is once I go into his sprinkler room. Then he takes a picture of Mama's butt and waves goodbye. Then I know it is done. It is done. He literally just takes a picture of Mama's butt and then goes outside, smokes a cigar like he did as Michael, and then just waves goodbye. He let that go through. Can you believe this nightmare? I can't believe you would do this to me. And nobody knows about the Mark of the Beast. Nobody knows what Michael took. Everybody is just, everybody. I mean, everybody's attacking me. Everybody's just angry at my thoughts. Aren't you going to miss me, baby? You can talk to the next man, Mountain, honey. Everybody's basically blaming me for hell in this simulation. Basically, taking out all their anger on me, lifting up Satan, Jezebel, and Lilith. I had to be tortured so they could be lifted up. Thank you, baby. The angels, after about a year, they're done with me. They're just like, we're so done. We've gone to you a billion times. Your mind is absolutely dark and disgusting. We don't even want to be around you. We're just going to come, vote, and bye. Like, they don't even care. They're just like, we're so sick. We're so sick of your sick-ass mind. We're done with you. And I'm like, dude, I'm the victim here. But then you can't break the script. Oh my god. Well, every damn time I go back to Michael, hi, Mary. He already knows. He already knows. He's watching every single thing. He knows. He knows everything. He's just stalking me the whole time. Does nothing but just sit there and pretend to be a victim. I don't have any cigarette butts. No matter how much money I give him. I have, like, no money. I'm eating rice or, like, literally nothing. Giving him all his money so he could just, like have sex with Christy or all these girls that come to his door and smoke and drink. Well, he makes retarded videos pretending to love me. That demons and magic, and I am retarded enough to be like, because I'm trying to put it together, right? I'm like, this guy is nothing like I fell in love with it, but then I don't understand anything because I have the mark of the beast. The Ishkar anointing is gone. I was awake for a second, like, this isn't God. Oh, this is, oh, and then it went away quickly. Nobody's waking me up. Nobody's breaking the script. Nobody will explain anything to me. I'm getting attacked in my dreams. I'm getting attacked in my sleep. I can't even listen to the Bible without them turning it off. It just takes one thought. And usually every time I talk to anybody, especially an angel, that he has control of the mind. So the mind goes crazy. Usually the mind is great now. Watch if Sharon walks in. It will go insane. But yeah, when I'm alone, it's great. Nobody will zip up the mind. Nobody. Then everybody's scared to death once I get to my dad, Steve. But if they watch my TV show, they already know it was done at the hotel. They already know that, like, the mind is so gone. They already know that nobody's going to zip up the mind. They already know it's already done. He was my only way out. He's like, Cherie, there is no safe way. I'm like, yeah, I know, Dad. He's pissed at me, disappointed in me, blaming me, disgusted with my thoughts, gets in the hot tub, turns it all the way up, and says it sounds like you're in excruciating pain in that shed, Cherie. So now I lost the love of my life, my real dad that Marcos took on Thanksgiving. Everyone's just rejoicing. Marcos at the psych ward that I go to with the book behind his back. Everyone's attacking her, but she has a heart. Pretending it's his birthday. He's very deep psychologically. Extremely sickening, actually. I'm sorry that you're that sad and angry in your heart. That you have to torture shit. Instead of love it and heal it and understand it. Of course, anybody that I go to, they just get, she's in hell. They don't know what I've gone through. They only know about the pain. They know about the head. They know about the gun. That's it. That's it. That's literally all they know. They don't, the rocks. That's it. They don't know anything else. Then they judge me. No matter how sweet I am, I could give them my kidney. I could give them like $1,600. I could be sweet as shit. Listen to them. Be complimentary. Be respectful. They don't care. They will judge me literally just on my thoughts. Then they do the rituals and get me sicker. And usually I'm living with an angel and a demon. So the demon is just like, no, we have a job to do. You're not going to get saved. And of course, because nobody wants to zip on my mind, and God just thinks it's just a great idea to just torture me and live me 16,000 times more. And then I already approved Aaron's little 2 heating cooling trucks. And how the hell is he going to get 2 heating cooling trucks when I'm being a sweet little share my cookies and milk? He couldn't. There's no way he could. So I'm being tortured for Michael's entertainment. But then he's like, I could use this. We'll make her look so bad that she'll be blamed for the simulation. I'll look good raising up Satan on Christ, Jezebel, and Lilith, just call Satan boss, Jezebel and Lilith warriors and sex kittens, and then I'll make Antichrist little president, make him look like Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, we could use this. Then I'll make myself look good by sending angels, and being like, I got you an apartment. And then just blaming her thoughts, and be like, see, she's evil, get that potato chip bag outside to talk about. Can you believe this? Well, the angels are watching it all. I mean, I saw how they watch our life. Once I got that miracle, of course I get the vision and the heavens part after 3 years, after I get put in rocks, where my mind was so gone that it literally was saying, make it really hot. Well, they laugh up there. Even in heaven, these guys are like laughing at this shit. It blew my mind. Well, the girls are all sweet. Well, she's been gaslit. Well, they know everything that I've gone through. And my husband up there sounded like Michael, or that guy from Peninsula Park. Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't want her up here. Then I go through the little freaking dating, freaking whatever hell you call it, where you go from man to man to man to man, and clap, 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 clap. Then I see the real Michael, then I see my real dad. Clap, 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 clap. Then my husband's like, you just got started with this game. I'm divorcing you. Then it ends, and Michael / my dad, as a security guard, walks me out and says, fire, enjoy. And has a big-ass little freaking Julian Michael smile on him. Then I see Jonah being like, good, it's closed for good now. So now he looks good doing it. Now he has heaven against me. All they were saying was like, why would she say that? Why would she say that? Why would she say that? While Jonah up in heaven's like, they heard you. I'm like, yeah, I bet you wanted them to hear me. When he already had Felix suck up my mind. Michael from TikTok doing the mind-to-mind transmission. Who knows what else he did to the mind. Everything, like, at that point was like 93% in hell. Saying owns the minds. You know, but they judge you solely on thoughts up there in heaven. They don't care what the hell you've been through. They think we can control our minds. So now that's when it was officially closed. Again, I don't know who that was. I think it was my dad because he brought out his little speaker. The angels are like, well, you could close that chapter. And he just looks at me. And the vision ends. Now it's done. He claps twice. He gives me literally 1 second. And he's like, sizzling. And just looks at me just like whatever. Just like he's looking at a wall. All for a little piece of shit, Johnny Depp, to get a car. So Marcos could raise up himself for Jezebel, his little stupid psychopathic Lilith as Tupac, and his little sick-ass leprechaun suicide to her. Can you believe this? The nails in the coffin once I lose Jonah. He's like, long way from home, F her. Oh yeah, oh I'm so sorry. Excuse me while you didn't help me and do anything, and approve everything. Does it, of course, in perfect timing, right before I get to Michael's dad. Not like it would matter, not like you were helping my thoughts anyways. So now here comes Kevin Hart as Solomon. All he cares about is sex. Then everything is about Lake of Fire. From sprinklers, so I'm going to replace my oven and my dishwasher, so I'm going to get a fish tank. So now he's putting magic demons and portals all over the house. Now he continues working with this witch, and they're just laughing, doing shit in the house. He won't break the script. All that's on his mind, just like Michael, is sex. Come in my bed, come in my bed, come in my bed. And when I refuse, he gets mad. The next day, Mama dies, so now it's complete. Now I go to Seattle Airport like an absolute idiot in like a really dark territory of Satan. Now I'm an idiot and take all these sleeping pills. And I already know sleeping pills are going to just torture and lock up my mind. But I'm thinking I'm not going to wake up. Because I'm taking like 116 sleeping pills, 2 bottles of cough syrup, and a big bottle of alcohol. Thinking, I'm done. Just let me go. But not yet. So now we have to complete it. I go to the stupidest place you can, the airport, where there's just a shitload of angels just looking at me in absolute disgust, doing this. No, no, no. Well, all the demons are just smiling their ass off. They're like, this is awesome. Then they complete it. Jonah takes me off like a backpack with his little skateboard. Psh, ew, screw her. I got you an apartment. All the angels are on his side. Then there's Kevin Hart. Oh, I don't even care. There's Marcos. All right, boss. Puts the N-word in my head at the perfect time. All right, boss. Then I see myself leave as a plant. The same plant my grandpa pretended to just love as Heath. Judith. Whatever. Can you believe this? So I've just been completely psychologically abused, understanding this all. And there's literally nothing I could do. Then I just go to Psych Wards, and there's Barry. Oh, she had a bad dream. Yeah, saddle. Whatever. Being judged in every regard. Like, everyone's just like, well, you know, she didn't give it up. Well, her dream. Well, her thought. Well, her dog licked her. That's evil. Well, I told her not to give. She keeps giving to these homeless people. She doesn't listen. Belt on the table. They're literally thinking of anything. The excuses I've heard. Oh, she doesn't sing or dance. Well, she's not my type. The boat is almost at the dock. But usually it's thoughts. Well, Mike was just loving it. He's just having his demons report back to him and be like, almost, sir. We almost got that $130 million. Good. And just sits there and smokes a cigarette. Then you see all the people in his videos are just like, oh my god, you're so cool. They're just bowing down to him. They're literally, you have the Mexican in there, you have Heath in there, I've seen his videos. You have Aaron in there, and he just controls them. Sit down. Why'd you look that way? Alright, man, here. Just like, here's a beer, man, I love you. Pound it. He knows how to work them. But now, he has no shame or pain. Mary Magdalene is taking it all. He has just all everybody's bowing to him, and all of his celebrities are out. Everybody thinks he's a leader as Hitler. So everybody just loves him. Mary Magdalene is taking all of his shit, because Aaron said he could do that to me. And I'm just looking at God like, how could he be so cool? Then realizing this is a test tube of Jim Carrey. It's a marble in a bag, and the real God, I'm guessing, is Steve or something. And then Michael makes sure to play like Billy Graham and Jim Carrey, like all the most important top angels. Every time I go there on YouTube. My mind's an absolute mess. He makes sure of it. So now they're just yelling at me through the TV screen. Well, I'm threatened with sprinklers and sharks and just threatened by hell everywhere. Gloves, belts randomly placed here, just everywhere. I don't know how much more you could torture women. God. But you know what? I hope you enjoy torturing the next Mary Magdalene. I know you will, sweetheart. I don't think she's gonna sit there, not break the script, never socialize, and just sit there and read the Bible and go, praise God. She's gonna make mistakes. So then you're gonna let Satan shame her. You're gonna let everybody around her turn to Sans Christ as well love. She's gonna make mistakes, like I will repeat, mistakes. She's not perfect. You're gonna let her be gang stalked. You're gonna let people gaslight her and call her crazy and take her to psych wards. You're gonna let them hurt her body. And you're just gonna blame her. That's why you have Mary Magdalene. You're not gonna let her be mom. You're gonna make her look like she's a little pretty princess if she has even $100 to her name. I know. You just like torturing your wife, don't you? You're never gonna be there. And if you are, it's gonna be incognito. You'll be supportive, or you're gonna be in war, or you're gonna be screwing Jezebel. And then if you are there, she's not gonna be that pure angel because she's a human. Then you're gonna switch the spirit and literally heartbreak her poor little heart. Well, there she breaks the script. You're just gonna freaking torture her with pretend us. I don't even know how she's gonna. You're probably gonna replace her too. You're just gonna keep replacing Mary Magdalene's. I don't even know how I lasted this long, to tell you the honest truth. I must have never been this activated. I must have never been through this much trauma where I was this brave and this done with this level of pain that I just said, F it. The kids need help. I must have just like kind of gone, do. This sucks, but praise God. That's probably how I did it. That's sad. What you done to me? And then Barry comes at the end as Heath. Make sure, everybody just make sure that the compassionate Michael divorce is being put in knives to my throat. Now here comes Jim Carrey as Jonah Aaron. Now here comes Marcos as Marino. Now here comes Barry as Heath. Now here comes Buddha, Alexis, and Shamar. Now here comes Sharon as whoever. Just to complete it, just to put the nail in the coffin. Now here's a house with all the money and an electric check, John Michael. Without me even going to the counselor? Wow. Now it's done. Now there's a shitload, like, I mean, the most, like, I don't even want to think about it, of pain down there. Where Alexis, all she had to do was stare at a blank TV and create it. And then convince Buddha, yeah, where's your other vaporizer? Ooh, listen to her thoughts. Busted. Just making sure that he got it done. Not like he wasn't going to. So the one who put me in rocks, who doesn't want me, gets to make the ultimate decision. I love that. And he's not even God. That's great. Now just waiting to die. Well, Michael gets to look innocent, hands clean. And you're going to give him, just like Dan, a check. Marcy completed it. She looks at me and says, is anybody here? Throws the keys on the ground of the bathroom, because that's where Marco's always wanted to happen. I invited him into my house, took care of him, and he just set me up. And then lays on the bathroom ground continually. He was David Hernandez. That's why I'd always be like, yeah, I laid on the bathroom ground during break. Like, he just, like, you can't pick a more psychologically abusive psychopath than the man I've dealt with. Then the only guy who wasn't was like Steve and my Mexican dad, but they're long gone. They've been gone for like 16 years. Now everybody I was always surrounded by is just going to be able to torture me down there. We'll live a happy life with money and a long life with no repercussions and health. Well, eating off my energy and torturing me for enjoyment because they're so miserable with their money and being able to just hop into bodies for eternity. And then torture the next anointed. Well, God thinks that this is like life. Whatever. I don't know what that'll happen to. I really don't. And I don't mean capital G. I mean, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah. This is how we take care of the children and a wife, baby. It's called love. So now I'm kind of begging, like, let me die. Because you're only having me here just so Jim Carrey could complete his, like, that hot, that cold, and just, like, literally monitoring every thought. That's literally what you're doing right now. That's it. Like, you have grace and mercy. Like, maybe I'll give her a chance. Maybe I'll just pop into the room and be, it's okay, child. It was just a test. No, it's not. Just to think about all these pretend stories and pretend deaths and how many gang stalkers and how many people just came together to get rid of me. Well, you just watch. And then blame me. It's crazy. Wally heard you outside the window. Yeah, no, we're gonna play, so she might come in. Yeah, I don't care. No, she got my number. Whatever. Okay, bye. I appreciate that you went from the place of adultery for me inviting a homeless person to the lake of fire with extreme hot and extreme cold. Thank you so much. Not like you didn't see beginning to end, Brayden. Are you and Michael having a beer right now? Will you act like teenagers? And both of you guys haven't actually really been through shit? Good. One day you'll find out who Michael is. But then you'll probably just accept him and be like, well, he's programmed. Well, he's cool. It's okay. Or you could just hang out with demons knowing they're torturing humans that once lived up on Earth and did really nothing wrong. To me, is like, you're so sick. You're so sick. When you could have known exactly how to awaken them. Exactly. But you do nothing. Except be like, well, they should have known. They should have known my voice. That's so sad. What an irresponsible, just sad. That how the angels have just been trained to just like not be able to help, and then just go straight to rituals with cones and gloves and Reese's Pieces and do you want a drink? It's even sadder. They're so sad. You don't even let them heal. Heath doesn't even let them heal. All Heath does, like the other Steve, all he does, stare at shit. Magic Demon Portal, use his tablet, use his cell phone, and that's it. And then be really jealous. What? She's talking to my roommate's boyfriend about a dog? Oh, okay. Leap blower. That tool on the table, that tool on the table. Okay, let me go back on the couch. I can't believe you. The jealousy isn't even a good jealousy anymore. It's like not even a good jealousy. It's like a jealousy that's like possessive and just like a jealousy that comes from insecurity. It's not even like a protective jealousy anymore. It's just like straight up just like a possessive, controlling jealousy that comes from insecurity. That's what this jealousy has become. That's it. Like nobody else could have you because I want the attention. That's all it's become. So like love is ruined. Everything is ruined now. It's just a sick, twisted game of psychological abuse and pain, and all the children just doing anything to get a little time in the living room to get a little bit of attention. Well, everybody's just like competing and trying to get anything to survive. It's basically like Hunger Games. Well, everything is torture and shit. Either in portals, either down in the core of the earth, either up here, people are being raped and murdered, either as celebrities behind the scenes, either as children who are dealing with domestic abuse and being raped by their uncle. This is the sickest There's cures for everything. No, let's kill them. And then we just call it the way. Because the leaders, Jim Carrey, Michael Jackson, and Sheeran don't really want to do shit. They just stare at the TV and chase pussy. The ones who do the most work are like work for Satan. But then they lead everybody astray by teaching them prosperity. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, well that's all, folks. Okay, so that's how you got it done. Michael, congratulations. You did a great job. You were just waiting to use Mrs. Rock music, honey. You're welcome. You're so welcome. I'm sorry you're so angry and bitter in your heart. Oh my god. And I love you too.